What's happening, y'all? Epic conversation. I got one right quick. Man. This one right here is called Charleston White and the Dixie flag. I was looking. I'm gonna tie it in too right quick. This ain't no long video. I was looking on YouTube, and man, Charleston White is hilarious to me. Let me just say that, man. I crack. So what up, Dewberry? You know what I'm saying, me? So yeah, I'm a supporter, man. First of all, let me say that. I love what he doing. I find the shit hilarious. There's a lot of people I know don't like it though. They can't stand the shit he do. I find the shit hilarious. But he got one where he got on a Dixie flag, what you'll call a Confederate flag. And niggas is like, why he got on a Confederate flag? What is he doing? La, 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 la. And Charleston White say, yeah, my great-great-great-granddaddy fought in the Confederate Army. And whoop, then you got, oh, he Uncle Ruckus, man. He a house nigga, this, that, and the third. So, let me try to teach y'all a little bit about Southern pride. And I know it got tied into racism because the victors of the war control the narrative, but it's more nuanced than just slavery. So think about this. Just think about it. There were free black men in the South. During the time of slavery, there were free black men in the South. And these free black men own land. They own businesses. It was theirs. Okay? Now, some of these free black people had what the North called slaves. But I need you to understand this nuance. Because money, you got to follow the money. The printed money, the dollars, the dollar bill. Okay, well, we got a new country, a fresh country, and a fresh currency, right? But you got almost half the country that's living off of bartering and trade. They still doing they not trading in dollars. So you got black people working for blacks and whites for land. They working for land in return. They don't want the dollars. They don't want no money. It's new. And it don't really hold no value. Land hold value. So, okay, I work for you and you pay me in land. But to the North, these people are still considered slaves. You understand? So, okay, now, they finna unite the country. They finna unite this dollar. They finna make this dollar jump. I'm not excusing slavery. Don't get it wrong. Slavery was and is wrong. It's an evil institution. But I am also pointing out that the picture that's painted of slavery is the worst of it. But it was a whole parameter of what they call these people were working in exchange for crops, for animals, but the North still considered them slaves if they weren't getting paid wages in dollars. Follow me now. Now you got these free black people, right, that own land. And you got the North coming and telling them, hey, we finna fight this war to free you. But he already free. And he already got his own land. And you finna tell me I got to give up my land so you can fight this war to free me on my land with my resources. And in exchange, you gonna give me some dollars. I don't want that. So they fought for their land. They was free. That's why you hear the term of free South. It's like another country. Because what ended up happening is the war was fought in the South, and the people that owned land, they lost their land and had to start going to work in these factories that got built on them for dollars. Because we got a new currency system we trying to implement, man. We can't have y'all down here bartering and trading. Talking about you don't want no dollars. You will if you don't have no choice. It's more nuanced than Okay, put it like this. You know how United States say they go and they fighting the war for freedom. We fighting to free y'all over here. We coming over here and fighting to free y'all. And then they get over there and people say, shit, we already free. What you mean? We fighting to make it free for democracy. And the people over there saying, we don't want a democracy. We already free. We don't want that. You get it? That the narrative ain't changed. They haven't stopped the way they operate. They just took it and made it the divide and conquer tactic, so that when you hear the South and Southern pride and you see the Dixie flag, it has the connotation of racism on it. You associate it with racism. Every white person that fought in the Confederate Army was not fighting to keep slaves or keep black people enslaved. Some of those white folks, a lot of those white folks were fighting for their land, period. It didn't have nothing to do with no slaves. They might have been paying the people that were working for them in land or in the produce of the land or animals, but the people in the North still considered it slavery. There was slavery, though. It was some cruel shit going on, but it wasn't everybody and it wasn't everywhere. But this is the narrative that was used to push for the war. Because they wanted that land. And they wanted to make everybody have to work for them dollars. And they can't do that if people have their own land. That's why you hear Southern pride and the free South. That's where they come from. So nah, man, it ain't got nothing to get the racism. Quit letting people tell you what to think, man. Engage in critical thinking sometime. Damn. Let people tell you, yeah, come on, man. Nah, it's deeper than that. People are fighting for their freedom, for to keep. Nah, I don't want to be a part of that. They didn't give a damn about none of that shit. They wasn't worried about black people. They wasn't worried about slavery. They was worried about their land. Period. That was it. But the picture got painted that everybody that fought on this side was for slavery, and that's not necessarily the case. They was for that, and it's ironic that the people that was saying that they wanted to maintain their freedom ended up being painted as the people that fought for enslavement. Like that was the whole story. Nah, that ain't the whole story. And then let's go deeper. You think them people fought to free these people just to let them go and mistreat them? The people that got free, that they end up going to work in the factories and working for dollars and having to give up their land. You don't free me, but you gonna take my land. You get it now? And with that said, you know I gotta tie this in with something right quick. Earlier I had made a video about the 10 commandments, right? And how if you obey the command of the Most High God and bear the fruit of the Spirit of peace and love and mercy and patience and grace, ain't nobody got to tell you not to steal, kill, and destroy if you bear these fruits and obey the command of the Most High. And so what's so wrong with having to be told not to kill, steal, and destroy? Or what kind of people got to be told not to take your stuff, not to kill you? Put it like this. Let's fast forward it. My Aunt Dot, rest her soul, told me, she said the civil rights law wasn't written for black people. They were written for the oppressors. What you mean, Aunt Dot? Well, black people already knew they could drink at any water fountain and eat at any restaurant. Those laws were written for the people so they could explain to them that everybody can eat at the restaurant, everybody can use the bathroom, everybody. This had to be written down and explained so they can be reminded not to do this stuff. This is the type of people that have to be told that. Are you that type of people? Or is it innately in you to be peaceful? To be honest. I'm just saying, so yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't get too far off in that. I want to drop this for the people that may not understand. Cause I see a lot of people that just really don't understand how deep this thing went in the South. And Everything that came with the Civil War on both sides. Slavery was evil. I'm not defending slavery, but I'm trying to open your eyes to the nuances of when the people ask, how could black people fight in the Confederate Army? That's how. That's how, because they were fighting for their land. They were already free. You can't free somebody that's already free, y'all. So yeah, you know what I mean? That's the pride in it, is that black people had their own and wanted to maintain it for themselves. They weren't looking for a government to come and take over. They was doing their own thing. That's why you see in the South, a lot of people say they are conservative or Republican. They want less government. They want less government say so over their lives. It's a Southern thing. It's not a racist thing. You just only got taught a little bit of the story by the people that benefit from keeping you divided with this bullshit ass racism, man. And but the people waking up from it, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can be black and have Southern pride. It don't make you no Uncle Tom. That mean you about freedom, as ironic as it sounds. It mean about you about being your own man and not having the government come tell you right from wrong, good or bad, and how to do you. It's part of that. Oh, so I know I'm finna catch hell for this one. But since I'm already finna catch hell, let me just say, us black people, they learned slavery from us. We are the first ones to enslave people. So we really have to really be real and look at this from a human level, not from us good, them evil. There is good and there is evil, but it's you got to deal with people on the individual level, y'all. You can't group people into this group and say we hate them. You can't never do that in any situation, man. But I know I'm still finna catch hell, but I'm ready for it, you know? Yeah, say, man, it's epic conversation, man. Peace.